everyone, my name is Chelsea and welcome back to my channel. For today's video, we are doing a scavenger hunt to find my next read. So I've done a video like this once before in the past. It is definitely something that I've stolen from Kayla from Books and Lala, that I think she borrowed the questions from somebody else. She's had a couple different versions and I don't know which one I'm going with today, the one that I've done before and I don't remember what questions, or a newer one. We're just gonna look one up. But basically, I'm in sort of a reading slump. Part of it is because I'm playing Mass Effect. I started playing Mass Effect near the end of February, I think it was February 22nd. I'm in the middle of Mass Effect 3 right now. I've logged almost 75 hours in Mass Effect. So my main mode of entertainment right now is video games. I'm not reading nearly enough. All the things that I had planned to do on this channel for the month of March has basically been pushed off to the side. We will get there eventually, but my brain power is over there right now. I do want to read something, and I have tried the last couple days to read some stuff, and I DNF'd the thing I was reading. I think I just need to try something different. I have TBR books. I have a bunch of books actually for my TBR, but I have books that we did in the TBR game that I could pick from, but I'm looking at them and I'm maybe. So I want to do this. I want to try and find something that is more of maybe almost like a mood read. We're gonna go through the questions obviously, but I'm hoping it leads me in a direction to something that I'm I want to pick that up today. So that's what we're gonna do. We're gonna do a little scavenger hunt with all of my books back here and see what book it leads me to, because I want a new book. Okay, so I just went to her most recent scavenger hunt, which looks like March of 2024. So she has multiple on the channel, and I've done one, but I wanna say I did mine 2 or 3 years ago, whenever that first one was. So these are probably different prompts than what we've done in the past. So let's just start. I don't know how many we have here, but it says grab your favorite book, go to the acknowledgements, and the first name you see, find a book by an author with the same name. So I do remember the last time we did this, I think we also had to grab our favorite book, and I'm gonna do one of my more recent favorites so that we start completely different than anything I would have done before. Now I'm just debating, do I pick a favorite book, my favorite book of this year so far, or the one that I picked for my favorite book of last year? I think we're gonna go with my favorite book, my favorite book of 2024, which is Voyage of the Damned by Frances White. This I actually was thinking about just recently because I also listened to it on audiobook. Nathan Foe does the audio, and I absolutely loved it. But we need to, what was it? Go to the acknowledgements? Yes, okay. Usually in the back of the book, let's see, where? Okay, acknowledgements. First name I see. The first name I see is Harry Illingworth. I don't think I have a book by a Harry. We will double check. If I don't, I will go to the next one because I know for a fact I don't have an Illingworth. But I don't know if I have a Harry either. Yeah, I literally do not have an author named Harry at all on my shelf. So the next one that I see here is Rebecca Hilson. I am pretty sure I have Rebecca's on this shelf. And the first one it makes me think of is Rebecca Yarros. This was actually right next to the other book on my shelf, so it's also fitting that way. So what do we have to do with this book? Pick something on that cover and find another book with the thing in the title. Okay, so we have clouds, we have dragons, we have a sun, maybe a star or so. Okay, so I need to pick one of these things and find a title that has that in it. Okay. Okay, this is not a book that I have read yet, but it's on my shelf, which counts. I picked Dragon because I have The Eyes of the Dragon by Stephen King. Like I said, have not read it, but it has dragon. For this book, go to page 50, line 5, pick a word from that line and find a title with that word. Okay, I have not read this, so hopefully it's not like a spoiler or something. So let's go to page 50. Line 5, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. A horse with a broken leg is a goner. Okay. That'll be interesting. A horse with a broken leg is a goner. Okay. I have The Valley of Horses. I know it's horses, but it has horse in it. I feel like this is buzzword rules where like it's in it, it counts. By Jean M. Ayul. Okay, so I did find a book with the word horse. It didn't have to be horse, but I figured that would probably be the easiest. Let's see. Find a 5-star read with the same colors on the cover. So this is white with green. Sort of light green, but I think that's just because it's like watercolor-esque. And then we do have a little bit of brown. So I'm thinking something green would fit. Okay, I know this one is not exact, but I'm gonna go with the +1 by Maisie Eddings. I do think the watercolor-esque nature of the green makes this sort of mint green color. So I'm leaning towards this one. We do have a little bit of other color in the middle. Some of it is brown, but that's one that I'm gonna go with. So what do we need to do next? Find a book you would recommend that is similar. Okay, so this is definitely adult romance, fake dating, and then we also have some like stronger mental health topics in here. So while it is a good romance that I really enjoyed, I liked that it focused on those. It had a bigger aspect to the story, so I'm gonna go with The Charm Offensive. This has a lot of similarities. It's an adult romance. This one is going to be male-male romance, but it has a big focus on mental health as part of the characters and the relationship. The only real like big difference to me is like the other one was fake dating, whereas this is like secret relationship type of stuff. And so like for me, I do feel like those are almost two sides of the same coin. Like in my view, on one side you have let's pretend we're dating to everybody, and on the other side we have let's hide our relationship from everybody for reasons. But I'm gonna go with this one. Take the most common letters seen in the title and find an author whose name starts with that letter. Okay. Okay, I think, just looking at it off the top of my head, without like counting everything, I think it's E. I think I see 3 E's. Because we have the, and then 2 of them in offensive. Otherwise, everything else is looking like the most has 2. Like we have 2 F's. I think, okay, I think it's an E. So we need an author's name that starts with that letter. I'm gonna let myself pick an E for first name or last name, as long as one of their names starts with E. Okay, I did go for author's last name starting with E because my bookshelves, besides like manga and comics, are alphabetized by author's last name. So it was much easier to find that. I picked Kings of the Wild by Nicholas Eames. So now what? Find a book with the same number of pages. It does say hint hint Goodreads is your friend. That's good. How many pages does this have? I'm not gonna count the extras, or should I count the extras? I did read the extras when I read this, so I guess we'll count it. So 529. A book on my shelves that's as close to 529 as I can get. Let's see. Okay, so according to Goodreads, and I did double check, this book has 528. That's as close as I'm gonna get. I have not read this one yet. And it's a bit bigger than I would like right now, so I'm glad this is not the one that we're currently picking, but that's as close as I can get. So now, flip to any page. The first name you see, find a book by an author who shares that name. Okay, another name one. Any page. Just gonna flip it open. Roger. Roger? And we have to find an author with that name. I don't have that. I know I don't. I know I don't. I'm gonna double check on Goodreads. I don't have an author with the name Roger. But since that came up, I'm gonna cheat a little bit. Margaret Rogerson? I don't think I'm gonna get anything closer than that. So I have Sorcery of Thorns by Margaret Rogerson. Okay. Okay. Find another title with the same number of letters. How many letters do we have here? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15. 15 letters. Okay, I go count. Okay. I Hear the Sunspot by Yuki Fumino. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15. I got close with a lot of different titles. This one fits. But now, find a book with a similar cover. Another green one for the cover? Okay. And then I think actually after that one, we're finding the TBR book. So, find a book with a similar cover. Like I said, it's green again. Apparently, green covers mean romance. I went with this one. It's green. It has like the curly cues around it, which I'm taking for more of the foliage type of thing. And it has two people. So I have Well Met by Jen DeLuca. Like I said, whatever we get from this book needs to be a TBR book next. So for this one, flip to a random page, point at a word, and find that word in the book title. Okay, flip to a random page. I have not looked yet. We're gonna point to a word. The dust jacket's falling off though. We're gonna point to a word. That word needs to be in the book title. Want. Want. Okay. So close to a lot of other words, but it's want. Don't have anything with that word in the title. I double checked Goodreads. So let's flip to another page. And forgot. Forgot. Maybe? No. Okay, let's try again. Back. Back. I'm struggling here to find some good titles. Let's try back. Wait, this might have actually worked. Flashback. The 7th book in the Keeper of the Lost City series by Shannon Messenger. Is this a short book, like I was intending to try to do? No. Am I gonna find anything else with the word back in it over there? Probably not, actually. I've been really struggling to find books with those words in the title for any of my stuff. But I'm actually excited about this. I've tried to put it on a TBR a couple times from the end of last year, beginning of this year. Mostly it's been when you guys need to vote on something that's over 500 pages or something like that, and it has not won, probably because it's a middle grade and like super far into the series. But I'm sort of in a reading slump. I need to fix that, and these, even though they are really thick, are very quick to read. I'm in love with the world. I love the characters, and I actually feel like this could motivate me more. Also, middle grade March. Wasn't even thinking that, but I was intending to read more middle grade this month than I have been, just because I haven't been reading as much. So while this is not short enough for me to read in this video and put it at the end, which I was potentially gonna do depending on what book we actually picked, I'm gonna do this. We're gonna start this one today. I'll probably just have to talk about it in my wrap up. But okay, I'm actually very excited. So I think this is exactly what I needed. This was the motivation I needed to pick up something that's hopefully going to bring me back into reading. Am I still gonna be finishing Mass Effect 3? Yes. So the reading will not be like as much, but I have been feeling a little bit unmotivated with that, not just because I'm playing video games. So, okay, I'm really excited, guys. I'm very excited for this. Flashback. And that is going to be it from me today. If you guys like this video, give it a thumbs up to let me know. Subscribe to this channel if you'd like to see more videos. I do have videos coming out Tuesdays, Thursdays, and Saturdays, so I will see you then. Bye!